Chat. What? So the two teams next are.
The two teams next are, well, we're going to call them not Team Supernova, but they are Team Flare versus Team No Hard Feelings. No Hard Feelings, sorry, versus Team Flare.
Right.
Yeah, we can actually pull up here, I guess.
Oh God.
On our feed if you guys wanted to see the exact rosters here. Obviously, we've got a lot of statistics here that we can bring to you guys, but there are no current percentages. You can see here, No Hard Feelings bringing Ali, Attila, Gold, John, Potato, Stored, Supernova, and yeah, Team Flare, Bajanjo, Loop, Phonics, Dark Ninja, External, Ferret, Morgan, Nexus, PM. Why don't you start with these teams? Go ahead and go over some of these players on No Hard Feelings. Who's the standout players for you?
Ollie. He has Gold League experience, right? He was even playing in Gold League when we were. It's Ollie the Persian dude. Rip. Let me just pull. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Then we have Gold. If I remember, is Gold equals skill. He is a clanmate of mine. He probably is going to be sitting just from everybody else's experience, like Potato. So I would say like the four main people to look at in No Hard Feelings, just from my point of view, is going to be like Potato, Stored, Supernova, and like Ollie. Just from those, because those are the people that I like know or kind of know, right? Obviously, Supernova is going to be their caller, and hopefully not their best performer. You know, you see how I said that?
Oh, as the caller,
yeah, as the caller.
Team Flare, I mean, External's one of my former teammates, Dark Ninja.
Correct.
I remember him. He's a very, very talented player. He stayed active as well. Morgan, Nexus. I mean, you have a lot of. I mean, and you have fun. I mean, yeah, you have a lot of. There's actually a lot of experience on both teams, and both these teams have. Gosh, this is like. Is this like part Otter, part Bulba, part? Well, I guess Maho now too with Flare.
Well, it would be like
changed though now.
It would be like the clans you're trying to say are Otter, Cracked, Give Up, and Maho. Would be those. Those are like the four clans right now. You know, obviously
I'm thinking like back in the day. I'm remembering.
Well, I don't know if Otter. Well, I guess we'll just say it because there's
External was Otter, Stored. I think even though Potato, I think was, and then
I think I'm pretty sure Nexus is their caller on Team Flare. The people looked out for on obviously Team Flare are going to be Blue, Dark Ninja, External, and like Morgan probably. Even I mean, to be honest, and even like
the maps. Ghost Town and Cliff are banned first. Looks like we have Flare picking Steps as their first map, an interesting choice, and No Hard Feelings picking Sand River as their map. So two completely different maps than what we just saw with Cliff and Himmelsdorf on the last round. Then we have Tundra and Himmelsdorf being banned, and then if they go to a third map, it'll be Murrow, and if it's tiebreaker,
Proc. Oof, Proc would be a tough tiebreaker, you know, especially
Sand
if
River and Steps though.
I know it's going to be interesting, huh?
So I'm surprised Sand River is a pick someone wants to really play, but it's 6-on-6 now.
Yeah, it is 6-on-6, and to be honest with you, when it came to map bans, the only two on the table were Mines. Was Mines versus Ghost Town, and Mines was voted out over Ghost Town. So Sand River and Steps weren't even like, you know what I mean? They weren't even up for discussion, which is really interesting.
And Steps, when you get to less players, then like Steps in attack defense plays differently than in normal Clan Wars. And also when you get down to less players on Steps, it becomes less problematic than 15-on-15 Steps is just not always great.
Right.
But for those unfamiliar, the format, I'll just go over that really quick for you guys. It's 6-on-6, 8-minute timers. First to 4 wins. It's a best of 7. All tier 10 tanks, no reward vehicles like the 279E. And
we're already going to map picking. Tank picking.
And it's a 2-of rule. So you have just 2 tanks of each type can be brought. So you can't bring more than 2 IS-7s or 2 Krons or whatever. And you can see here that they have an order in which they actually ready up their tanks. So in the way that this is going to work is there's picks and counter picks. So you have to make sure that if your strategy is really specific, that you don't get hard countered by a pick situation. So you can see here, the IS-7's coming out a little bit later for the second.
Later, right.
Actually really diverse here. 2 CSs from Flare, 2 IS-7s, and 2 Bat Chats from... God, I'm having trouble not calling it Team Supernova with the icon.
Yeah, I think it's No Hard Feelings.
No Hard Feelings, yeah, NHF. But yeah, it's a
really good branding. I mean, he's branded himself really well, I think his old emblem as his team emblem. But anyway, so just before these matches start, just going over the teams, just like from my experience, I think Team Flare might have a little bit of an edge on No Hard Feelings, just
what's
because
your prediction scoreline?
Okay. Ooh. Okay.
Before we go in, because we're going in, I think, here in just a second.
Right. I would say it might be like a 4-2, 4-3.
4-2, 4-3. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't really. Okay, go ahead.
I'm going 4-1.
In favor of who?
Flare.
Yeah. Okay. So we both were picking Flare. Yeah. I would say. I just want to. I'm nice. I'll be the nice guy. I guess I'll be the nice caster. No, nobody wants me to be the nice caster.
I know, but we both know a lot.
We both know. I mean, it's Team Flare.
I just did that because sometimes at the beginning of the season, I like to do that with these people,
right?
Just because I'm like, you know what? Just show me what's going to be, because usually the first day says a lot about like where this team is going to be later down. Now they always have journeys they can travel, but like if I just pick a team almost at random, that was not random, guys, by the way, it couldn't have been random.
Yeah, so
it shows something to prove, and no hard feeling. I'm looking at this roster, it's like they don't look like a team that wants to get 4-1. So yeah, we're going in here first round on steps. Look at these camouflages. Look at this. If they start going out, just one singular CS going to scout the 4 line, and external here in his Bat Chat, driving down the 7-8 line on this ridge, knocking down the boxes. I remember back in the day we used to call it Matt Damon's house.
So, quickly right here, I don't want to cut you off, but it seems like the teams are actually switched, if I'm not wrong.
Oh.
Yeah. So
yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're actually switched. I was gonna say it earlier, but I was just like try not to be dumb. You know what I mean? I was like, you're dumb. They aren't switched, but they're actually switched. Yeah, they are switched. Yeah, because Nova's on Team Flare. Yeah.
Know that on the top, the red team is No Hard Feelings, and the blue.
There we go. They switched it. Production.
Yeah, right there.
We got top shelf production quality here on NA. Just in time for the pushing.
To Bloop and Nexus, and now Dark Ninja's coming in to get a shot in as Bloop is on reload. External trying to get his clip out. They're trying to finish Potato if they can, but Attila's coming in. Yeah, and Ali in the IS-7 and Kronwagen coming in as well. It's a push, counter push. Everyone's joining in the fray. Nexus staying up top. He will try for the ram kill, I believe, on Batched. Potato does go down. Attila is on fire. And look at this. It is a 3,000 HP advantage. And the high ground, it's just, okay, here comes gold now, but it's way too late. This is all Team Flare. No hard feelings. No way that they can drag this out. It's just a Kronwagen clip that's going to reload, and I don't care how high the STB's DPM is. It is not that high. It's everyone just, it looks like...
Exactly. It was a really quick match. Yeah, they were just doing a little dance there.
They were just doing a little, like an olden days dance. Kind of like... very formal and like stepping around your partner and not touching.
Correct.
That's what that was the vibes I got there.
Yeah. So I was a little bit behind. I'm so sorry for that.
I'm sorry. Okay,
no, I got it back live, but it was probably like a really weird skip. It went from like a bad chat almost dying to like him being dead. Oh man,
it is all good.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But it was. Go ahead.
Stats here real quick when he brings that up.
Yeah. So it looks like Team Flare, they just saw a pick and they went for it. And so it was a really impressive just show right here. I mean, they just starting off strong. Dark Ninja, 4,100 damage in the CS. Okay, I see you. Bloop got.
CS, I mean, it's got good DPM, but
correct.
I mean, it's got good DPM, but still, like that is not the tank that usually, unless it's at really long range. I mean, he was in there.
Yeah, he was, and it looks like also, from what I could see, Bloop was the first one that engaged. He got a really good clip out, and just kept the pressure on, kind of becoming the sacrifice in that scenario. But it really paid off for them in the scheme of things, as now it is 4-1 or 1-0 in their favor.
Exactly, in favor.
So
of the
that was I would hate. Yeah, it was really fast.
It was over.
Yeah, I would hate to get. We went from the team names are backwards to Team Flare wins. And I hope that their morale, no hard feelings morale, isn't plummeted by this. Just as a start of the season, that happening. And so we're going into this next game. As we can see, it is for Team Flares, an IS-7 Kronwagen, 2 Super Conks, 2 Bat Chats. Interesting. And for No Hard Feelings, Germ.
2 IS-7s, a 277 Super Conk, a Bat Chat, and a CS. Very, I don't want to call them unorthodox lineups because the meta isn't developed yet, but compared to, say, it could be more because we saw Cliff and we saw Himmelsdorf before. Mm-hmm. Very different. Like, I mean, it's not just the one token scout like Bat Chat or whatever CS that we saw in Himmelsdorf. It's like a hard mix. Like we have 2 super we have like multiple slow heavies with high DPM and big punish, and then like a couple of fast things where they don't feel like they're fast enough to do something super fast, but they're not slow enough to just hunker down with multiple Bat Chats. So
it looks like Team Flare keeping the momentum. Starting out really aggressive here on the 2 line with an interesting spotting position.
Yeah, going for that northern rails defense that we've seen play out for years now with, a hold down IS-7.
The shot coming in out of the Potato.
Taking a hit from Potato. Mm-hmm. Just one shot of damage there. I mean, the little bit, they all add up, and you can see a very defensive setup from No Hard Feelings as they come in. They're just trying not to be detected, not to make a mistake. And
he waited for... Yeah, he waited to go dark, and Potato went down. A little bit down. It looked like he got into some cover, so he was able to get out of there. I almost thought he might have stayed there for bait, for the 3 heavies, but it looks like he came back. It looks like they're waiting for the Super Conqueror to pressure mid is what it looks like is happening right now. And I think they had the Bat Chat on the 9-0 to be kind of like a passive scout to kind of see if, NHF. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that. NHF, is playing aggressive down the 9-0. We'll just call them. Yeah, that's hard to say. The hard feelings. We'll just call them hard feelings. Is that good?
Feely Bros.
The Feely Bros. Stop.
That can work, right?
The Feely Bros.
We won't forget that, like Feely Bros. Like
no, Nova's gonna hate it, and it's so good.
They're 21st century guys. It's okay.
Yeah, they are. They're Zoomers, right? They're all about the feels. They're all about the feels. It looks like the Super Conqueror trying to put some pressure on the Kronwagen, but taking a shot from the Bat Chat. Potato already raking up some damage there defensively, and it looks like the heavy lane is coming in. Attila is gonna be bye-bye. Oh man, I don't know why he's there. He's just bye-bye.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's just bye-bye.
I guess they thought, hey, I need you to go check to see if they've left or if they have other people there.
And the Super Conqueror went down in middle at the same time PM was taken out. Yeah. And then looks like the Kronwagen is now half HP. They're looking to take him, and while they're taking over the rails, while the enemy Super Conqueror goes over the rails. So Gold is going to be in a 3v1 scenario. Well, actually, it's going to be a 2v3 back here because the Bat Chat's still over there behind the rock.
Yeah,
I don't know. It looks like the Bat Chat's loaded. So we might see some interesting here. Blue taking a shot there.
The I-7, but losing the Super Conqueror, and the Super Conqueror did not trade well at all. And
no, it didn't look like it.
Two-shot or
no,
so.
No. Yeah, Nova.
We saw one big pick, and there was another pick that happened off screen a little bit.
Yeah,
so
I think Nova did a really clean clip.
They're not.
Now
they're all Team Flare is kind of they've been contained, and you can see the bat chat.
It looks like Ollie is just farming. Yes, Nova is coming around.
Farming the super. He's just praying on those
and that's why Ollie was somebody to keep an eye on. Yeah, he is just farming. Nexus has basically put his team into a corner here, and sadly, it's like they have to put some pressure, but it looks like the Kronwagen just being there is just kind of just not working for them, especially with that bat chat. They just have two autoloaders just so close to them. It just doesn't seem like it's going to work out here. External trying to put some pressure on the Super Conk, but it's just not working. It looks like it really is going to come down to this bat chat and the CS63. They're going to have to do something against Nova.
Open maybe here, and he's taking a lot of damage.
And he gets picked. And then now Ollie is not pressuring the heavies anymore. This is actually good for them. But it looks like External is actually reloading and he has to run away, while Dark Ninja is actually going for a long flex here, as he is close to being a one-shot. And it looks like the Bat Chat has decided, I am not sitting behind the rock anymore. I am going to whip out two heavies. Ooh! He's trying to finish him off, though. Yeah. He got 3 kills.
They had to make the play. They had to
make the play. Oh, look at him just trying to snap that last shot on Ferret. He's like, my RNG is so good, bruh. Okay, it looks like... Yeah, exactly.
And they had to do something because Ollie, although he had a lot of HP,
correct,
have two fast mediums that can just kind of surround him and he does go down.
Yep, he does go down.
I think, Team Flare, they are down so much now that they just can't bring it back, but they did a good job to try to make a play from themselves.
Once his bat chat loads...
They had enough gas left in the tank, especially with Potato's bat chat still being full health and never being spotted up there. I think they had suspicion that he was up there at the beginning.
I think it was the defining play in this match was the Super Conqueror getting picked in middle by another Super Conqueror in a bad chat, and then Ollie just keeping that D4 position for so long. It was just insane. I know he's gonna have close to 3K, maybe even more in the post-game stats, just from how much he was farming those two heavies.
Farming those
3? I would say actually, was it 3? It was 3 heavies that went over, right?
Oh, and Kronwagen as well. But I think he was farming, those IS7s. I think they were. Yeah, he was just having a free farm. And credit to Flare for bringing it back some.
Yes, he did.
And you're right that the feeling like they had to go for that pick was so decisive, and it was just the right amount.
Yeah, the IS7. Yeah, the Super Kong and the Bat Chat going on. Oh yeah, it was no hard feelings. That's why I kind of said 4-2, because I feel like just from both of these teams, the problem with both of these teams, whereas the matches before that we saw, Toma, a lot of those guys have really good. Both of the teams that we saw previously. Both of those teams have really good synergy. A lot of those guys have played together, and those guys that are new have played pubs with the other guys. You know what I mean? So the familiarization is there. I think No Hard Feelings might have a little bit of familiarization as well. It looks like they're putting pressure on the cap, but I mean, this Bat Chat is just going to kill them both. Right? I mean, they're both one shot. He has the HP.
I think it was just hey, let's just go for it. Crazier things have happened, and their heavies may be a little out of position. You never know. And also, maybe they had whatever chat they needed to have about what they're going to do. Yep,
they're talking about what they're going to do next round.
Make sure everyone knows how to configure their tanks, as Potato does do his little peek. And yeah, gets the other one, and that is that. It will be a tie 1-1 scoreline after steps. So I update my score sheet to get ready to take a look at the post-game stats. Yeah, that was that IS7 floundered out there, but at the same time, I'm sure it was the call to do that. And at the same time, it resulted in the win. So maybe it wasn't so terrible of a play. And God, what if he wasn't floundering out there? I mean, if he wasn't actually out there and they did that push, then I mean, they win that much more decisive.
Look at that. Ollie did, he did 4,400 damage. Even Gold did really good. Kills. Yeah, he got 5 kills. Yeah, with 4,600.
6 people on the enemy team. Yeah. And he got 5 of them, you know?
I know, yeah. He was trying to go for that top gun, you know?
And yeah, Hunt got that kill at the end, and his Kronwagen showing, actually, I think that was the only shot of damage he got. Or no, he got one other shot of damage. In the
hey, in his defense, he was caught sideways with 3 heavies, shooting him in the side. Him just living that long, like helped his team a lot because he was stuck there. And having him at the end of the game definitely made it more of a secure. For example, the Kronwagen actually isn't slow now with the field modifications, and a lot of people are running turbo on it, so it actually is going like pretty like 55 plus reliably, at least 50 reliably. Whereas like a Super Conqueror is still slow no matter how much you try to speed it up. As I think the fastest you can get a Super Conch is like 40, around 40 to 43. So. Just him.
43. My God.
Yeah, it can. Yeah, it gets
wow, okay.
yeah, because I think its base is like.
What is the base top?
I thought it was like, it's like
30.
It's like 36, right?
36?
It's like 38. Yeah, something around there. It might be.
God.
I think it is. And I remember, I know it's slow. Like it's no chieftain. You know what I mean?
It also feels slower than whatever the number is.
Yeah.
It feels slower than what it is.
Yeah. But I think it's like
it feels like
correct.
so much faster, even though it's only a couple.
It's like 30. I haven't played one. I haven't. I don't